You ever find yourself driving and you see a forklift just hanging off the back of a truck and you wonder, how did they even get that thing up there? Well, today we're diving into that exact machine. It's an incredibly clever piece of engineering that solves a massive problem in the world of logistics.
It all boils down to a fundamental challenge in getting things from point A to point B. It's called last-mile delivery, and it's that final, crucial step, especially when you're dealing with really heavy stuff.
So just think about it for a second. A big truck pulls up to a muddy construction site with pallets of bricks. Or maybe it's out in the country delivering huge bags of feed to a farm. Or it's trying to navigate a super tight city street to drop supplies at a restaurant. There's no loading dock, no warehouse crew, no forklift just sitting there waiting. So what do? How do you get all that heavy cargo off the truck?
And that, right there, is where our hero machine comes into play. The solution is as brilliant as it is simple. What if you could just bring the forklift with you?
Okay, so its official name is a truck-mounted forklift, but let's be honest, piggyback forklift is just perfect, right? It totally captures the idea. This is a full-blown, all-terrain forklift that literally hitches a ride on the back of the delivery truck. When the driver gets to the site, they can unmount it in about a minute, and bam, they are completely self-sufficient. And the benefits here are a total game changer. We're talking about a real impact on efficiency and, of course, the bottom line. You get this incredible flexibility because the driver isn't waiting on anyone. They don't need the destination to have the right equipment. So that whole waiting game, which is a huge bottleneck in logistics, is just gone.
Now here's the thing. Not all piggyback forklifts are created equal. The source material we're looking at really zeroes in on two main families from the manufacturer Manitou. You've got the TMM series and the TMT series. Think of them as two different kinds of specialists. One is built for agility, and the other is built for pure, brute strength. Let's break that down.
And this slide lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the TMM series. That's your maneuverability expert, designed for those tight spots, think city streets or packed construction sites. Then on the right, you have the TMT series. That's the heavy hitter, the one you bring in for rough, uneven, demanding terrain. It really is all about having the right tool for the job.
So let's zoom in a little on the TMM. This is the machine you want when you're navigating tight corners and you just don't have a lot of space to work with. It's purpose-built for being nimble and getting the job done fast in those places where access is a real challenge.
Now, what's really cool about this table is the core choice it presents. Don't worry about the model numbers for a second. Just look at the key feature. The real decision here is between a standard two-wheel drive, which is great for smoother surfaces, and a four-wheel drive for when you know you're going to need that extra grip and traction.
Okay, let's switch gears and talk about its bigger, brawnier sibling, the TMT series. This machine isn't just about getting into tight spaces, it's about conquering them. It's built from the ground up to handle heavier loads and just power through really challenging environments like muddy farms or huge, undeveloped construction sites. And you can see that power reflected right here. The lift capacities are generally a bit higher, but you still have that same critical choice: standard two-wheel drive or a super robust four-wheel drive system for when the ground gets really messy. It's all about matching the machine's capability to what the job demands.
So, a pretty practical question always comes up with machines like this. I mean, what's under the hood? What's powering these beasts?
And the answer is pretty simple: diesel. According to the source, all these Manitou models run on it. And honestly, that makes perfect sense. You need diesel engines for that high torque, the raw twisting force for heavy lifting, and for the reliable, steady power you need for tough outdoor work.
All right, so we've seen the mechanics, we've seen the models, but let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture, because this is where the true genius of this machine really shines through.
See, this thing isn't just a forklift, it's an enabler. It means a construction project can get started in a remote area without waiting for weeks to get the site prepped. It means that big pallet of supplies for a restaurant isn't blocking an entire city street for an hour. It's offloaded in just a few minutes. For farmers, it just streamlines everything. And at the end of the day, it's a direct assault on inefficiency, saving a ton of time and money across the entire supply chain.
You know, this quote from the source guide really just nails it. The key phrase here is directly to the point of use. That's the magic, that's the whole ball game. It's not about just dropping goods off at the curb, it's about taking them exactly where they need to go, no matter where there is. So the next time you're on the highway and you see one of these forklifts riding piggyback on a truck, I'm hoping you'll see it a little differently. It's not just another piece of equipment, it's a clever, powerful solution to a very, very modern problem, hiding in plain sight.